Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you quince wine or quince liquor. So this is not like a really typical Japanese food or Japanese recipe. So for those who don't know, this is quince. I don't know how easy it is to find in your country where you live, but in Japan this is a very common thing. This was a recipe that my mother made almost every other year because some kind of content in the quince have soothing effect for your throat, very similar to a cough syrup. And it's also just flavorful to drink every now and then. And so this is a seasonal thing and thought it might be interesting to make something like this. So whenever I have a sore throat, I drink this and somehow the cough will go away. Maybe it's something new for you to try. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for quince wine. For the sweetener, I have these rock sugar. If you're not able to find these rock sugar, then you can just use regular sugar. That's just fine. Then I have here the quince. They kind of look like a pear, but it's more round and more firm. You can't really squeeze in. It's quite rock hard. Then also I have some kind of hard liquor. You definitely want to have over 30% of alcohol content. This is a wheat liquor, but whatever liquor you can find is fine. You want to find some kind of liquor that has less flavor and less aroma. Then let's get into it. Now let's cut the quince in pieces. Of course, you want to wash this beforehand. I usually cut this up in quarters. It's quite hard, so please be careful cutting them. The quince usually have these kind of like darker parts or black parts. You want to get rid of these. And then cut out the pits as you would with an apple. Then I'm going to cut these up in small slices. There's no really right way to cut this, but I just kind of cut into these kind of strips like this. Then as the next thing, we want to measure up how much these weigh so that we can measure the amount of sugar and the alcohol. Just about 300 grams. Then for that, we're going to measure out exactly the same amount of rock sugar. Then exactly 300 grams. Perfect. Then we're going to put everything together. Make sure you have a very clean bottle or jar like this. Make sure it's all dry. I want to disinfect this first. To do that, I'm going to use this alcohol. And then pour it in just a little bit. And then roll it around and clean it all the way around like this. And then throw this away. So that should have killed all the germs. And then in this, I'm going to put all the quince. Then in this, I'm going to put all the sugar. So just like that, perfect. Now this, I'm going to fill with the liquor. Preferably this should be about the ratio of 1:1 to 1 or 2 or so. Let's see how much liquor I'm going to put in here. So just a little over 400 milliliter. I personally like it not too strong liquor, so for me this is good. But if you want to make it a little stronger alcohol, then you can make it double the amount of the quince. Make sure you seal it very tightly. Then you want to leave it like this in a cold, dark place for at least half a year to a year or so. Then this will be ready. So it's been 4 weeks now and this is how they look. So maybe as you can see, each strip has shrunk a little bit, which means it has given out the juice to the alcohol. And I actually filled all the way to the top, but there's some air in this, and that's the air coming from the fruit. You can see a little of the bubbles right here. So after 4 weeks, this is not ready at all. We need to wait at least half a year or so. Here's a quince wine that I made 3 years ago. As you can see, the color has darkened and all the fruit looks like this. After a year or so, they start looking like this darker color. Not quite sure what's happening there. Because it's soaked in strong alcohol, this can hold 5 to 10 years if it's stored in cold, dark place. Then how I drink it, I put it in a shot glass like this or any glass. And then we're gonna drink it like this. And of course you can eat the fruit inside. They're also very tasty. For that you definitely need a long chopstick like this. And you can take them out. And these are also very tasty to eat like this. And of course this contains quite high alcohol, so this is not going to be a good cough syrup for children. And so I'm going to show you a technique called Nikiri, which you vaporize the alcohol. This is the same technique as the flambe in French cooking. So in a small pot, I'm going to put in how much ever quince wine that I want to vaporize the alcohol. Probably like a couple tablespoons. I'm going to turn the heat to medium and heat this up. So as this is starting to bubble, using a lighter, I'm going to light this up. And as the fire dies off, I'm going to turn the heat off. And this is finished doing the nikiri. I'm going to let it cool off. Let's drink this. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, let's first try with a regular alcohol. Itadakimasu. So alcohol is a little bit strong, so you definitely don't want to take the whole shot. It's quite sweet, but you can also enjoy this very fine aroma of the quince. Also the version without alcohol. Oh, this is tasty. Very much like a syrup. So depending on how much sugar you put in, this may be a little bit too sweet, so you might want to thin it a little bit with water, but it's to your preference. And since it doesn't have alcohol, I can just keep drinking the whole thing. You can of course still enjoy the aroma of the quince, but since we boiled it, I think some of the aroma is gone, unfortunately. The way it works for your throat is still there. So for the kids, you have to give them without alcohol. And these quince foods are also very good. Of course they contain things that is good for your throat, so it's just also good to eat them like this. Oh, I love this aroma and the flavor of the quince. Very delicious. So as you saw, making this quince wine is very, very easy. You just need to cut them up and then put it together and then let it store. So this is not like a typical Japanese thing, but this is a very healthy and natural alternative for your cough syrup. So I hope you give this a try yourself. If you thought this video was valuable, I'd love it if you could hit the like button for me so that this video can be spread out to more people. Or if you have any requests or any question or any feedback at all, please feel free to write anything in the comments below. It's always very insightful to hear what you thought of my video. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.